Good morning. Okay, this video is going to be very super short, okay? So I want you to turn to page 16 in your booklet, okay? And we're going to take a look at chemical names and symbols. And hopefully you watched, just before this, you watched the Edpuzzle video on Brain Pop Atom and the atomic model. And if you haven't, can you go back and watch that first? That'll be helpful. And then come back and do this, okay? Okay, so what is an element, okay? An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Okay, so an element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. That's it. Now, what is a chemical symbol? So a chemical symbol is an abbreviation of the element's name. Okay, if you're like, Ms. Labiuk, why don't I have a periodic table? Don't worry about that yet. It's totally okay, okay? And there's a few things I want us to know about before we get to a periodic table. So, first thing, there are some special rules when we name chemicals, okay? First, a single letter is always capitalized. Capitalized. Okay, so for example, carbon, the atomic symbol for carbon is C. Okay, number two, the first letter of a two-letter symbol is always capitalized. Okay, and the second letter is always lowercase. So for example, aluminum is capital A, lowercase l. And I do my little lowercase l a little bit more fancy because sometimes a lowercase l can look like an I, and then that would be iodine. Not that you know that yet, that's totally okay, but just a tip, okay? So we are going to be interested in these elements of the periodic table, okay? So you can see on the left-hand side I put the symbol, and on the right-hand side I put the name, okay? And if you take a look, capital H, hydrogen, capital C, carbon, Ne is neon. Now it's not just N because N has already been used. N is for nitrogen, okay? So that's often what you'll notice, and for the most part, the two-letter symbol or the letter symbol is very similar to the name. It might be different here for Ag and silver or Fe and iron when the symbol was based off of their name in Latin or a different language, okay? So that is the chemical names and symbols. Now tomorrow we're going to play a bingo game. So what I'd like you to do is to get 2 bingo sheets ready, okay? So what I'd like you to do is fill 1 bingo sheet with just symbols. Okay, so from this page, you can choose any of these symbols. Okay, so maybe I'm going to put Mg, NaAl, and O, and what else? You can fill it up however you want. You can't use anything twice, only once, but you can fill it up with all of these elements only. Okay, and on the back side, I want you to fill it up with the elements' names. So maybe this will be hydrogen, and this will be lithium, and then this will be oxygen. Okay, you get it ready so the whole entire card is full, and then we're going to play some bingo tomorrow, okay, at our Google Meet. Awesome, off you go.